non-disabled communities about the challenges that persons with disabilities are facing.
Well, you said you lost your arm. Do you want to tell us which arm you lost, Cazle, and how you've been coping with the loss of an arm?
Absolutely, absolutely. It happened many years ago, um, over 20 years ago. Like I just said, it happened in um, 20, 2000, 14 February. It, yeah, it reflecting on it now, uh, it feels like yesterday. What started out as a typical day for me, whilst I went out jogging, um, like everyone else did, going outside just to get some fresh air and clear their minds. I always say that for me, being on the road, I never go out as to prepare for something specific, but just to recuperate. So as I was out there, um, from nowhere, I got hit by a car. And as the driver hit me with such force that I was thrown completely on the wayside. And in that chaos, and shock of the moment, I didn't realize the true extent of my injuries at that time. So I'm still, even today, reflecting on those times and those moments. Like I said, it
Mhm.
still happened like it was just yesterday.
Well, I must say now, Cazle, that sounds really traumatizing for someone to have experienced such an event or a challenge. But I want to know, in terms of you experiencing that, you mentioned that you lost an arm. Which arm did you lose? And tell me, based on that, how are you dealing with the loss of an arm?
Yeah, well, I've lost my left arm in the process. Well, afterwards, I always would make a joke out of it, and then I would say, then I would refer to my arm. It's a short left. Uh, so, and it's this kind of humor that also helps me to cope with the trauma that I've experienced, in my life. It made everything so much lighter, and to also deal with my challenges in a way that you would put more humor into it,
Mm-hmm.
and not notwithstanding the serious challenges that I'm faced with on a daily basis, but it just helps me to cope with those challenges.
And what would you say now, Cancel? Losing an arm, I can't begin to imagine it being an able bodied person. But what would you say has been the most significant challenge you've experienced since losing your arm?
Well, I've experienced so many things, and like I said, I was faced with so many challenges from the onset, and one of the biggest challenges has been adjusting, to since I can almost say since I've lost my independence
Mm-hmm.
in certain areas of my life, and I will most of the time or many times make light to it, to saying that despite the fact that I've learned to cope in many ways, I still face some challenges. I can do so many things with the one hand that I've learned to do, but someone would then ask me, "What do you struggle with? Since
Mm-hmm.
you can only do so many things." I said, "I struggle to wash my arm, so since I only have one." And simple things like tying my shoelaces, cooking and preparing a meal, for me, one of the basic things, has become one of the biggest hurdles for me at the time. But I'm grateful that the Lord has given me um, the patience, and to go through that, and that is one of the things that I'm grateful. That is one of the things that the Lord has given me to learn and to adjust my life in such a way that the things that seems difficult, has become normal practice
Mm.
for me. Like cutting my nails and things like that.
Wow.
People, for me, it has become normal, through patience, and because now when you are adapting your life around the new circumstances, now you need to also have patience that goes with that, because you can't do the things that you used to do um, at the normal speed, if I can say it like that you used to do things, and now you can't frustrate yourself in doing the things that you used to do. Now you need to find adaptive ways in doing those things, and with that you need to teach yourself to be patient in the process, and
Wow.
that is very, very, very um, important. It's also one of the things that I've learned, is to, like I said, also use the remainder of my arm,
Mm-hmm.
not only to assist me to doing adaptive things, but to also inspire me on a lighter note, so to
Mm.
speak, like I just mentioned, to overcome my challenges that I faced in life.
Well, sitting here next to you makes me really be in awe of the talents and the skills that you have. And I just want to ask you now, Cazle, we mentioned that you founded an organization called Oppie Foundation, and it's an NPO for where you promote disability awareness. Just share with us a little bit about this organization of yours.
Well, thank you for that. Firstly, it I think it's important to understand that my experience is what gave birth to founding this organization,
Mm-hmm.
and I deeply believe, if it wasn't for my experience in losing my arm, I would never have ventured into raising awareness and embarking on programs for disability, mainstreaming, inclusivity, being an advocate for that. Hasn't it not been for losing my arm? Because when I woke up from that hospital bed, I said that day I woke up to a new world that was also unknown to me, a new world that I was scared to open my eyes into, a new world that I was scared to step into. I did not know what was awaiting me when I was about to leave the hospital. It was a total new world, because the things I was used to has become a total strange
Yes, of
environment
course.
for me at the time. My experience of losing my arm in that accident opened my eyes to the challenges that not only I was faced as from my own experiences and from my own disability, but also other individuals with disabilities who also experience trauma and their life-changing experiences
Mm-hmm.
through their different traumas that might have caused their disabilities. And so there are so those was just some of the things, that motivated me to dive into raising awareness and formalizing by establishing this organization. I think it's the people that I've met since I've lost my arm, uh, hearing their stories, other persons with disabilities, looking how I can look up to them. I can still remember the first day when I went on a field participating in athletics tournament at the time. One lady came onto the track, and on the side of a wheelchair was written chairman. And I was feeling so, I just smiled, while
Mm.
sitting there, and just thinking, how other persons, being motivated within their circumstances, seeing the light in their situations, what we might see as a dark place in our lives sometimes. But if we can look a little bit deeper into our dark place in our own lives, we might just see the light at the end of our own tunnels that we are facing. And that is one of the things that motivated me um, to also encourage others through this organization. Each person who comes to the foundation has their own unique journey, and that is so
Mm.
beautiful that we've learned that through our podcast interviews that we have, through the programs that we are sharing, their unique stories, and witnessing their strengths was so inspiring to me as well as a person with disabilities. And that is a true inspiration, and for me as a person with a disability myself.
Well, thank you for that, Cazle. It's really inspirational to hear what has inspired you to start your foundation. And I believe you just had a golf day, a charity golf day recently. Just share with us, because this is probably one of your programs to raise awareness, right? Now, share with us about your golf day and what other programs you have in place to promote disability awareness.
Thank you so much for that and for this opportunity to be able to share that. This charity golf day that we are hosting is an annual event
Mm-hmm.
that we've been hosting for the past years, to really assist us also in the organization to raise the necessary funding to support the programs in the organization. And this year it was a very, very, very huge success that we had to help us raise these much needed funds, that will directly support our the disability awareness programs in the organization that we're having. One of the big programs that we have, is our National Disability Awareness Conference that is coming up in February 2025. Um, and this is a national event, and this national event aims to bring people together from different spheres of life as well, and this will also making sure that we provide rather the necessary resources, the necessary information, and the necessary human resources as well, skilled persons with the necessary knowledge, making sure that the availability of information is out there in the public domain. So this year the event really provided, like I said, a platform to bring persons together from various walks of life. I always say, if it wasn't for our sponsors that we also have that had this year, we can't do these events without the necessary support, without our volunteers that was there, the team members that was there. All this, helps us in spreading awareness and also encouraging even more people to get involved to the cause that we are advocating for.
Thank you, Cazle. Listening about the golf day makes you actually want to be on the golf course, and especially when it is for a worthy cause. Now, we're going to get back to Cazle and listen to him talk more about the organization and what they're about and the programs that they have to offer. But we want to go to a song quickly by Mahalia Buchanan, and it's in Bonga.
Your business competition in 2023, we're doing it again. Together, I Am Youth, Radio Pulpit, and Northwest University's Beehive Enterprise Development Center and TBN in Africa are hosting the second Pitch Your Business competition. Receive vital business training online. Total marketing exposure to the value of 1 million rand is up for grabs, as well as an in-depth mentorship by the university. To register, complete the registration form on iamyouth.co.za or radiopulpit.co.za. Register now. Registration closes on the 30th of June 2024 at midnight. T's and C's apply.
It's more than radio. It's a way of life. It's 657 AM.
Yes, and we're back with Cazle Hendricks from Oppie Foundation talking to us about promoting disability awareness. And we want to give a very great shout out to Frank Jacobs. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you to our family. Frank, you are part of our family and we appreciate you. So Cazle, we are back with you. We want to know, Oppie Foundation, what services do you offer? I'm sure our family out there is keen to hear how they can get involved as well.
Absolutely. I believe that our contact information, will be shared just right after this. I think the youth for today is our future, also leaders for tomorrow.
Absolutely.
So it's important that we are also focusing our programs and designing our programs in such a way that we are really zooming into capacitating, empowering the youth. We've started a ambassadors program at one of the schools where we teach them, empower them about disability etiquette. We also look into educational workshops and seminars, rehabilitation and therapeutic programs, skills development and vocational training, sports and recreational activities. That is one of our key programs, annual programs. We are registered as an athletic club, and we host our own event during Disability Month. This year, the Oppie Ball Disability Awareness Race will take place on the 2nd of November 2024. So we are really encouraging everyone to come and support and participate in that event. Sports and recreational activities promotes physical fitness, teamwork, self-confidence, and these are one of the things that we want to instill in the youth amongst us of today. Mentorship and peer support programs. I think it's one of our it's one of the key things also that we're doing. One of the other things, it's scholarships and educational programs, awareness and advocacy. It's one of the key things that Oppie Ball does, and it's through these programs and initiatives that the organization can provide comprehensive support to the youth that will enable them to foster growth, their independence, and integration in society. And if I can just quickly dive into that, into integration in society, is that is also the importance of persons with disabilities through trauma, to reintegrate them as active members, as participating members, as equal participants in society. I think that is one of our key elements that we also provide as services in the organization.
Well, and if someone wants to get involved in Oppie Foundation, is there a way that they can get involved?
Yes, absolutely. There are different programs that we offer. If even our volunteers, skilled persons wants to get involved, offer their services. May it be through volunteer, may it be through educational services that they wants to, or professional services that they wants to offer to the organization. May it be administrative support that they wants to use. They are most welcome to contact us and come and support the programs in the organization.
Well, what is your message then to both able-bodied and persons with disabilities. What is your message to the people out there concerning raising disability awareness? And after that, we want to find out from you if we can share your number to whoever wants to contact Oppie Ball.
Yeah, well, thank you. Absolutely. Firstly, if I can say to specifically non-disabled individuals or persons, and this is what we actually, our course is thriving towards, is that promote inclusivity, educate yourself, empowering yourself. As we say, it's these small changes in attitudes and behaviors that can make a significant difference. Have empathy and respect, and be the advocate for change that you also wants to see. And also to persons with disabilities. I think when I'm going to motivate them, I think I'm going to motivate myself.
Definitely.
I'm speaking to myself, and it really comes from a place from my experiences as a person with a disability. But what I can say, it's believe in your own strengths, and also seek support if needed. Believe in your dreams and pursue your dreams, and advocate also for yourself and also for others.
Well, thank you so much, Cazle. Your number, if you would like to share, please.
Yes, my number is 082 818 2956.
And just your last word for motivation.
Yes, I think I can. What I can say is, let's work together to create a more inclusive and supportive society where everyone, regardless of our abilities, can live with dignity and pursue our dreams and feel valued in our society.
Well, Cazle Hendricks, thank you so much. I must say that I'm definitely motivated, and I know our family that's been tuned in is motivated too. And we know that the support for any NPO, for that matter, must come from our society. And we wish you all the best. And thank you for the programs that you are presenting. And thank you for promoting disability awareness. Thank you for being in the community. Thank you for taking care of our society of persons with disabilities. We appreciate you, and we admire you being a left arm amputee. We admire your skills, your talents, everything that you do for yourself. And knowing that Cazle is also the dad of 3 beautiful kids and the husband of a lovely wife. And we know that all things work together for good to those who love. So, we are at 14:55, 55 minutes after
signing
the
out.
hour 2. And we are going to sign out now
Yeah, boo.
because the news is at 3.
Yeah.
So thank you so much. Sibongile?
Thank you so much, Sheryl, and thank you so much, Cazle, for coming through. The numbers again, my family, 082 818 2956. It's 082 818 2956 on socials, Oppie Ball, on internet, oppieball.com. And I enjoyed working with you, my queen.
Oh, I enjoyed it myself. Thank you, Sibongile. Thank you for allowing me